Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Peoject 𝐒𝐲. We have to have this debate about Chelsea. Are the project already successful or not? Can we label it as a successful project? We have to speak about that. Of course, in the build-up to the Chelsea versus Liverpool, are Liverpool end of an era? The reason why I absolutely call this an end of an era for Liverpool, because it's HUSAM's opinion that he actually thinks it's an end of an era for Liverpool. Liverpool downfall has started. If they don't renew the players, their players are 30 plus years old, all of them. And Chelsea are a 22, 23 years old players. So Chelsea have the future. Liverpool don't even have the present because they aren't winning the league this season based on Liverpool fans' opinions. Of course, we'll talk about Arteta's job. Is it the toughest job in the league? Arteta's job. I wanted to actually ask this question. Big up everybody that joined us from the Football Terrace. Big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button, people, if you just joined us. Hit that like button, people. I know Egypt is playing, Jordan is playing, which is why Sam is like watching the TV. Of course, it's a Asian Cup qualification or the World Cup qualification, something like that. But we're joined by David, who's actually the first time to join the channel. Actually, is it your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time. I've never been on this channel, so
absolutely. We're glad to have you, bro. We have Winter Surfer, of course, always here. Big up, and Sam is here. Salah is gonna be joining. He's late as always. But hit that like button. Let's get to 300 likes, people. Right off the bat.
Yes! Is Salad here? Is that why he's reacting?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Jordan 1-0 up. Yazan Amat. I told man he's better than Darwin Núñez.
Who is Jordan playing again?
Oman.
Oman used to be good, bro, back in the days.
Back in the day.
I remember that generation. Didn't they win the Asian Cup or they reached the final and they lost.
No, they didn't.
They reached the final and they lost against Al Iraq, I think, something like that. Bro, listen, how is everybody doing? I think I start with actually the guy that
Good.
just joined, David.
Yeah,
Chelsea
no, I'm good.
project.
I'm chilling.
Can we label Chelsea project as a success already?
No, no, don't want anything. Look, if any Chelsea fan tells you that Chelsea's project is a success, they're not a real Chelsea fan. This club from when I was born, which was not long ago, was built on winning trophies, multiple trophies. So until we do that, we can't talk about any success at all. But it is going in the right direction. When it was starting, everyone was kind of like, what's going on here? It's a bit weird. We don't know what's going on. But now it seems to be taking a bit of shape, which is good. So as long as we keep following the pathway, we'll be there. We'll be in those group of teams that will want to win a league when Pep probably goes, because that's the way it's looking for most people. So yeah,
Pep has to go for you to win the league. You're doing the Arsenal thing where Pep has to go. But you bought a lot of players. There's a lot of players that were sold for less money than when you bought. There's a lot of players that were sold for more money. It's only going to be called successful when you win trophies, right? The Premier League or the Champions League. Do we think Chelsea are close to win these in the next 2, 3, 4 years?
in the next three years, if things go very well in the next 3 years, yeah, I could see it happening. But it's weird. I'd say Chelsea is probably more likely to win the Champions League than to win the Premier League, just because Champions League is not luck based, but it's like if you get the right draws, you'll end up in a position where you can win it, which it happens. Like it does happen quite a lot. How like Spurs got to a final because the draw fell their way, and even when they tried bottling it, they managed to fight their way back. So it is doable. The Premier League is more like you actually have to be the best team, and right now, while Pep's still here, that's kind of hard. And then
I think you're like 10 years away from winning the Champions League, to be honest with you.
Nah, do you know, it's one of those weird things.
I'm being genuinely serious, by the way. You're 10 years
No,
away.
the Champions League is one of those things where it's
10
like
years.
we could win it in 2 years, but we could win it in 10. It genuinely depends who you draw. If you end up in a round of 16 and you get Benfica and you beat Benfica, and then the draw falls away.
Do you believe?
Yes.
When do you believe you're going to play Champions League football then?
I think we're going to get it this year.
Oh, so next year you're playing Champions League football, right? Away.
I think next year we're going to be in the Champions League again.
All you need to do is avoid Real Madrid in the semi-final or the second leg at the Bernabeu, and you're fine.
Do you know what the problem is? This is what Chelsea fans think. I rate this Chelsea team a little bit, right? But I don't think you guys are like, there are like 10 teams in the world that are better than you now. 20 teams, at least, that are better than you in the current moment. The Leverkusens are better than, the Leverkusens are better than you. The Benficas are better than you. The Portos. It's not only about the caliber of players you have. It's about the experience.
No, but Mo, here's the thing. I want to say, I have to interrupt you here. Look,
Go ahead.
as the biggest Chelsea hater probably in the universe right now,
Take offense at
I will
Benfica.
tell you 10 years is too much.
Maybe
I'll
it's
give
too
you a
much.
genuine
Maybe
explanation.
exaggeration.
Listen, even me. Look, I've always said Chelsea have good players. Their problem is there's question marks over them. So I'll give you right now the prime example. Look, let's forget Palmer and Caicedo because they're very good and they start for a lot of teams around the world. The rest of them, it's a question of consistency. Meaning, can Jackson do this for a whole season? Can Madueke do this for a whole season?
Can
Blah,
you
blah, blah.
explain
So
what
yeah.
is this? What is this?
What do you mean?
Like, what is Jackson? What can Jackson do for a whole season? Jackson.
Oh, I'll tell you what I mean. So let's say, okay, so me and you worked with Chelsea fans all summer long, and all of them wanted Osimhen, all of them wanted a striker because
everyone.
they didn't trust Jackson fully. Now, if this season Nicholas Jackson scores 25 goals, Andrew's not going to go like, we need a striker. 25 goals is good enough for a
He's already inconsistent, isn't he? Already.
Yeah, I understand, but hear me out. Let me talk so you will get what I'm saying. I'm saying that the rest of the question marks, if it's answered with the rest of the squad, then we can go to what you're saying. Now, if let's say they have 5 or 6 players that answer the questions and prove that they're actually good players, you then go and get 2-3 world-class players like that, you go close to winning the Champions League. And I'll use my club as the example. If I told you in 16-17, when we were Sadio Mane FC and we got top 4 on the final game of the season, that we were going to be in the Champions League final the year after, all 3 of you would have laughed in my face. Every single one of you would have literally laughed in my face. They would be like, Champions League? What makes you so sure you're going to beat Bayern and Madrid? But then we signed Mo Salah. In January, we signed Van Dijk and Alisson. Teams are closer. However, this is where Mo could be right. And Andrew, well, final statement.
Don't forget Jurgen Klopp.
Final statement. This is where Mo can be right. And Andrew and David also have to admit this. When you get to a certain level, you must abandon this under 25 crap and go get the 2-3 world-class players you need, so you can take it to the next level. Because there comes a point in time where you cannot just become a developmental club over and over and over again. You need to get someone who's ready right here, right now. Like right now, are you ready? Like let's say Rodri becomes available, but he's 30. Are you going to go like, no, because he's 30 and we have to make profit on the FFP, blah, blah, blah. No. So that's what I'm saying. That's Chelsea are closer than you think, but their signings must be smart.
But I think we also have to, I don't know if David agrees, but till we get a proper goalkeeper as well. I don't know what we all win, because I don't trust. I'm not sure about the other 18 goalkeepers we bought. I'm not sure about Jorgensen. I'm definitely sure about Sanchez, and he's a bozo, and he proved it. But Mo's saying like 10 years to win the Champions League. I mean, look, your team, Mo, is look at the draw a couple of years ago. Who would have? No one picked you to get to a final until that draw a couple of years ago, and in the end, you should have won it as well. We're probably not even the best inter team to make it to a final ever. So we always have to remember the draw's a draw. Look at the draws.
It's probably the worst inter team to make it to a final.
Exactly right, but they should have won that, Sam. They should have won that.
Yeah, but here is my thing about maybe 10 years is an exaggeration. The thing about that is that if I'm looking at that. And me, I always say everything is possible in football, right? Chelsea can go to Anfield and win, right? But what is the more likely outcome? Is Liverpool win. 80% outcome is Liverpool winning. 10% you draw, 10%. But my point about at this current moment, this Liverpool team, 80% Liverpool win or 70%. I know we cannot predict football based on maybe this, maybe that. All we can predict now is what are the teams now that are still ahead of Chelsea, and what do Chelsea need to do to be there? I would Arsenal ahead of you, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
No. Not Dortmund.
Even I would say
no.
You guys, I want you guys to ask me. I think people misunderstand that. Do you know why I picked Bayern Munich to win against Arsenal last season and I was right? And I'm not about this. You know me. I'm not about being right. Do you know why?
That's a lie. You're fully about it.
I'm not like you.
I told you.
I'm not like you. Never, by the way, I never said that. Bayern Munich had something that Arsenal didn't have.
I told you Bayern Munich,
which is the experience in these competitions, the step-by-step building in these competitions, the players that won it before. Borussia Dortmund might not have won it before, but they reached the final last season. The team itself.
They've won it.
No. I'm talking about this particular team. I'm talking about this. You're talking 97. That's different. Okay, you weren't even born. So stop talking.
Andrew's old.
Big up Rick.
No, Andrew. David,
you bastard.
David said that.
Big up Rick Lambert.
No, but hear me out about this. I think Chelsea have a long way. Of course, things can go your way and you can win it, David. You're right. You're absolutely right. Right? But I think things have to go your way. You don't have the experience ahead of even the Benfica team to go, because some of these players played year in, year out Champions League football. We talk about the players you have. They look good. I rate the team. You can get fourth in the Premier League, yes. But if you go to the Champions League, it's different. I don't know why we're talking about the Champions League for Chelsea.
I agree with you, but 10 years is
you
too
brought
much.
it up.
Okay, I exaggerate. Can I say Chelsea will not be competing for the Champions League before 5 years from now?
Okay,
Because
5 is fair. But
people need to understand one thing. Liverpool, everyone will talk about Liverpool. They forget one aspect. That when they hired Jurgen Klopp, he wasn't a scrub. He was actually a top manager who made Dortmund from the gutters to a Champions League final, winning back-to-back leagues against the Bayern Munich that won a treble the year before after. Right? That is what, or before. Like, that is what people forget. Enzo Maresca isn't that guy yet. unless people think that Enzo Maresca is a
This is
Zidane.
true. This is true. To be fair, this is a valid point.
It's
Yeah,
unless
but the thing is,
Enzo Maresca is a
Maresca
Zidane.
Chelsea is definitely not like Klopp before.
Like
Liverpool,
Jurgen Klopp,
No,
guys,
but
people forget Jurgen Klopp
Maresca-
lost.
the
Jurgen Klopp
Mo,
lost in
Mo.
the 89th minute against Bayern Munich with Ribery and Robin in the final.
Yeah.
Mo, the thing
That
is,
is
the thing
just
is with
different.
Maresca. The thing is with Maresca, he's as much a question mark as all the other players that HUSAM has talked about. He's a question mark because he could be that good. We actually just don't know. We just don't know, because I guarantee if you put Pep in charge of Barnsley, they're going to struggle because they can't play his style of football. And Leicester, like Barnsley, would probably still win the championship. They probably would, but I'm just saying it wouldn't look as good as it does with Man City. So I'm not saying Maresca is Pep, but I'm saying we just don't know how good this guy is. So he's just another.
I like
he's
this.
another
I like
question mark.
this. I like this. What's the more likely outcome, David? Based
Like
on the
the-
input you have.
The more likely thing is
Based on
he's
the
not.
based on the input you have, okay? I am giving you an input now, and I'm telling you to bet. I know you don't. I'm not sure if you bet or not. I am telling you, advise people to bet. What is the more likely outcome? Looking at the input, right? You look at the input, you look at the resume, you look at what he done. I'm not saying he's gonna be bad. I like the work he's doing. That's why I tip Chelsea to get top 4. But what is the more likely outcome?
The floor of Maresca is he's better than Pochettino. The ceiling of Maresca is that he's very good. But obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say he's the next Pep Guardiola, because I'm not stupid. Like his currently, I'd say he's slightly better than Pochettino in terms of what he can do for Chelsea. Like that's the level I'm putting him at. And we got what was it, 6th last year? And I would say we're playing better football than we ever did, than we did 2 years ago. And that was under Graham Potter. And that team made to the round of 8 in the Champions League. So I don't personally.
I think that team was full of winners already.
Oh, please, Mason. I'm not having Mason Mount and Chilwell.
Mason Mount won the Champions League.
Mason Mount is bad. Mason Mount is bad. He's bad. I'm not.
Yeah, but they
it.
were winners.
Mo, can I bring up? I want to bring up a comment which is true, and I know.
Why are you bringing up a comment?
But I just said I know this is your time, but this is true. You don't know a manager until they face hardship. This is true, by the way. This is true, because here's the thing about Maresca. He haven't faced hardship yet. Yet there is no hardship right now. So until there's, listen, guys. Obviously, everyone's gonna go through a bad run. Arsenal will go through a bad run. City will go through a bad run. Liverpool will. Every club will. I'm just saying, when Maresca goes through that bad run, how does he react? Does he change? Does he implement changes? Blah blah blah. And you want to hear prime example? You both were on the football terrace. You saw HUSAM versus Spurs fans last season when they were doing too much with Ange Postecoglou. You saw it with your very own eyes. I was the only person on the entirety of YouTube shitting on Ange Postecoglou. Everyone else was kissing his ass, and I was the only one saying, guys, it's too early, relax, he only plays one way. And then Chelsea with Poch went to Spurs 1-4-1, and it's been it was a downfall of Spurs ever since. So we need to see, okay, Chelsea now, let's assume, which is plausible. I'm not saying anything crazy. Let's say you lose to Liverpool and Newcastle as an example. Who do you play after Newcastle?
Newcastle at home. We usually smoke them. So Newcastle.
No, after us, who do you play?
Newcastle at home. Newcastle
at home.
Newcastle,
so let's say, as a sake of argument, you lose to Liverpool, draw to Newcastle, then lose to Arsenal, as an example. How does he bounce back from that? How does he react? This is why Martin's point is a good point, and I had to bring it up, even though it's most channel is. Listen, at the end of the day, you cannot know the truth of a manager until he faces hardship. Because with Jurgen Klopp, when we had a bad run, he always found a way to bring us out of the bad run. He always find a way to okay, guys, we are shit for 3 games. Let's get our shit together now. Let's come back. Let's win. Let's do this. Let's do that. Prime example, Watford. The season where we won the Premier League. We lose to Watford 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we lose to Watford 3-0. And I think after that, we won like 3 games in a row or something, 4 games in a row. So, like, this is the thing. You have to learn how to bounce back.
I'm going to say this. When it comes to hardship, I think all Chelsea managers face hardship right away as soon as they sign for our club because we're batshit crazy. But in terms of on the pitch, no, you're absolutely right. We're going to find out in these next fixtures, in terms of the players, if they do get like bad results, obviously context of how bad they are, if they're batterings or anything like that, how they're going to react. We're going to find out is the phony tough and the crazy brave. I will say what I've liked about Maresca is actually his in-game management always like changes like the next game. That he doesn't like, for I'll give one example. He started Disasi at right back against Bournemouth. Disasi's not been right back in the Premier League since. He changed it. He changed his subs at halftime. He changes the formation, stuff like that. So I've liked that, him implementing all that. But you're right, these next games, I mean, it's very plausible. We are the underdogs going to Anfield. Any Chelsea fan, even the most righteous one, going to Anfield thinking we're going to get something, I would, you know,
that is a list.
I know this probably
give you. Can I show you guys something?
Yeah.
Guys, first of all, there's over 600 people here. We're not even on 100 likes, guys. So we need 300 likes on this show. That's criminal. So hit that like button. I rate. You guys know Roy, right? Chelsea fan, Roy. We always work together. Would we call him a rational Chelsea fan? A very rational Chelsea fan at sometimes.
Arsenal.
Very rational Chelsea fan, Roy. Watch this.
Oh, Rory the Chelsea.
Roy.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay.
If you read Roy, what he said, that's it. And then when people say, Mo, why do you always say that about Chelsea fans? I absolutely.
Did Red Line of Taranga send you this?
No, wallahi. Roy is I follow Roy on
Red Line of Taranga sent me the same exact picture. Wallahi. He's like, you have to add Roy to the list.
I follow Roy. I worked with Roy for many years, right? On the football terrace, even he was on my channel for a bit. I labeled Roy as a very passionate, but also as a very reasonable Chelsea fan. If I'm seeing a Chelsea fan like Roy, who goes to the stadium sometimes and say, Liverpool game is a winnable game, but a draw isn't. Look at the verbs he used, right? Newcastle, a routine win. United, I expect a comfortable win, and if not battering. Arsenal only worry me. Remember, where does Arsenal play Chelsea? He's like, only worry me from pieces. We have the firepower, at least a draw at home. If I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, I am okay. I think you have to push for the challenge then, not top 4, nothing. But that is the problem. Is every Chelsea fan I talk to, not you guys, but every Chelsea fan I speak to, they're like, oh, that's not us. But I promise you, there's a lot of Chelsea fans that think this way, and I know that because when we talk about Chelsea, when David say we have to wait, is that how? Have you not seen the signs? We're very good. We're very good. Have you not seen our attack? Have you not seen how we score goals? We can outscore everyone. Why you don't back Maresca? Why you are not fully? That is the problem. And then we and debate based on this opinion. No, it's not all. It's not all of us.
So
the majority.
What he's listen. I think any rational
are delusional, definitely.
I think any rational. But I think any rational, logical Chelsea fan, if you offer them a point at Anfield right now, they'll snap your hand off. They'd snap your hand off right now for a point.
We have a lot of Chelsea fans on the chat. You can ask them.
I know. But I listen. I would love. I would love to beat Liverpool at Anfield and just to rub it in their arrogant faces. I would just love to do that, especially as Sam. I just love to do that, right?
Me, arrogant never. I'm saying
it's sure. If I'm being honest, if someone offered me a point right now, I'd take the point right now. Newcastle, we regularly beat them, so I expect to be, even with our rubbish teams, we regularly beat them. Okay, so I expect to beat Newcastle. On paper, we should be going up to Old Trafford, especially if they got Ten Hag in charge, and beat them. But we haven't won there for 11 years. And last year, they absolutely tore us a new one. And we should have been 4-0 down within 15 minutes. The Scott McTominay hat-trick he should have scored. Arsenal, I mean, David will know this. We haven't beaten Arsenal at home since 2018.
Yeah.
And the
funny thing, last year we were 2-0 up cruising. And then
we were 2-0 up until that Bozo Sanchez gave the ball to Declan Rice. So if someone says to me right now in the next 4 league games, 8 points, I'm taking it right there.
I said,
points is a lot of points.
No, I kid you not. No.
What I'm saying is, I take 2 draws against Liverpool and Arsenal, and I take the wins against Newcastle and Manchester United because they're more winnable. Someone offers me 2 points from Arsenal and Liverpool as they are right now. I'm taking it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you call me a coward. I don't care if you say that's not proper Chelsea. Use your head and logic.
For you anyway.
Mo, I kid you not. I was walking to my lecture today, and I said, ideally, I would like 7 because I think we'll lose to one of us.
Fair enough.
And then we'll beat Newcastle, and Manchester United.
Why isn't Man United a little bit of your bold team?
You haven't won it.
They are a bit of a bogey team, but the way we're currently playing, I'm not going to walk into that game thinking.
I would assume Chelsea will snap tonight.
Can we stop here?
Yeah, but that record is like, you know what? I believe in records, Sam. Do you know what I mean? I believe in records.
They've said something. Hold on. The way we're playing right now, can you please explain that?
It's so like we're
you
playing
said
right
the way
now,
we're playing right now. I am expecting an easy win. You just said that.
I didn't say easy win. I just said I expect us to beat Manchester United
away from home.
I expect us to beat.
Tell me what is the way you're playing now.
The only team in the top 6 I will ever disrespect and say we're gonna smoke is Spurs, because their man shouldn't even be in there. Respectfully, they shouldn't be there. I don't care. But the rest of them, I have respect for every single person.
I want you to explain that to the people, please.
Right now, even though we are conceding chances, even though our defense being terrible is incredibly overstated, because it's actually not. If you watch our games, it's like it's not great, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be in terms of people act like we're conceding
away against Brighton.
People think we're giving 30, 40 shots up every single game. It's like that's not what's going on here. But we are creating a lot of chances, and providing our forwards can stay composed and finish those chances, we create enough to score at least 2 or 3 goals every single game. Like we do. I think the only game that we haven't created all of those chances was probably Forest, and even still, Forest was like 2 clear cut and then like 2 more half chances. Whereas like in other, like the Wolves game, we created like 8 of them. So like there's been a bit of disparity between playing quite like Nottingham Forest played really well against us, so fair play to them, and obviously they beat Liverpool, so that's great.
I just don't want it to be like last year when we had the same type of run and we drew 2-2 with Arsenal and then lost to Brentford at home the next game 2-0. Do you know what I mean?
No, but the thing is, Andrew, I expect that, but I just hope that the style of play that we have in terms of how we create chances and how we try and maintain the midfield continues regardless of who's in there. Because I'm hoping Lavia's back. That's the key. If Lavia's back for these games, I think it could be key to us like getting points out of the bigger games, because I think he's going to be essential to that.
Yeah.
Because again, having a midfield of Enzo and Caicedo, it might struggle against the like the better teams, but we'll see what happens. But you know.
The thing about it, people think I'm against Chelsea, right? I'm actually not. I actually
no,
pick
you're a Chelsea worker. It's the other way.
Exactly, right? But my problem with it is that I still have my reservations. I still have my reservation about the Chelsea way of play, right? But that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna go full guns blazing, and I'm like, oh my god, Chelsea are gonna do this and do that. There are a lot of reservations about Chelsea.
Okay, right now, get off the fence. Predict the Anfield game. What's your prediction?
2-1. I already did with you.
2-1 who?
Liverpool. I already did with you.
Okay,
I already did that with you. I already did that with him, bro. The other day.
I don't remember.
We spoke about the game.
But yeah, no, Mo. As I was saying, what I said when I was walking to my legs today.
By the way,
we get 7.
I'm just going to say something. Anyone that predicts otherwise is just hope or being chest out. Anyone that predicts a Chelsea win, it's chest out or hope. There is no. And by the way, the Chelsea that used to get a draw against Liverpool is different than this Chelsea, and it's different. This Liverpool is playing up to a level that I don't think Chelsea can go to Anfield and get a point. I will be very surprised if that happens, and it will be against all odds, by the way. And no one can tell me otherwise. This Chelsea team, the way you play, unless Enzo Maresca park the bus, which is I doubt he's gonna do.
Yeah, he won't.
He won't do. I think you're gonna lose the game. Bro, I think if Enzo Maresca wins this game against Liverpool, he's going to turn the tables in this league. By the way, if he goes to Anfield and win the game at Anfield, he's going to turn the tables. And the reason why I'm saying that, because he will learn about the way to play against teams like Liverpool with a strong defense, a high line, because something that he hasn't faced. You don't face a lot of Liverpools in the league, right? But when you play Liverpool and go to Anfield, you learn a lot about how to change, because you will have to adapt within the game. Same as when you go play Man City and get a result, you have to adapt. Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp defended with 11 players and play counter-attack against City, right? And that it changes the way we look at a team, right? They don't have one way of playing. That is my take on it, to be honest. That's
Okay.
Let me do this super chat here. Dan is saying, obviously, realistically, I agree with Andrew, but not when that fraud HUSAM is involved.
I love the fact I'm rent free in your head. It's an honor, to be honest with you. So yeah, he
Oh,
woke
thank
up
you very
today
much
and
for
he's like,
super chat.
"I'm HUSAM is in
Why
my
is
head."
something
I
like
love it.
rent? HUSAM, to be honest with you,
You see, you see, it's the other
a
way around.
one goal
Actually,
margin, you're
the other way
getting a
around.
one
We're
goal
in your
margin,
head.
you're getting cooked. You're getting
We're in
cooked.
your
No,
head.
listen, there is no scenario in which Liverpool win and I get cooked. There is literally zero scenarios.
100% one goal
If
margin.
Liverpool win the game, it doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
I get cooked if we lose or draw. That's it.
It's the same. It's if we win 1-0, but you totally batter us and Sanchez as man of the match. I don't care. I'm celebrating the win.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? You
Mo's
can't
doing
cook us.
too much
You
talking
cannot
about we're
cook
gonna
us if
cook
it
you
happens.
even if you win 1-0. Who gives
Exactly.
a fuck? We're winning.
If Sanchez, my ideal scenario is that happens. Sanchez has a man of the match game and Cole Palmer scores a 94th minute penalty. Van Dijk foul on Jackson.
Wow.
that would be the ultimate thing to happen.
Yeah,
It's Sam's biggest
I'll
worry.
take a stinky 1-0 now. I don't care.
Yeah,
Biggest
yeah,
worry
I would take as well.
we play well.
Give me the 3 points. Mo's
I
out
would
here
say-
talking about, oh, we're gonna cook you if you win. What kind of stupid logic is that?
Well,
Who gives
it's
a fuck?
3 points, right? It's 3. You got
Yeah, 3
Arsenal
points is
next.
3 points.
Yeah,
You got
if we-
Arsenal next, so it's like you need the 3 points before you go to Arsenal.
If we shot to
Sometimes all this
if we-
chat
if
for
we
a
shot
1-0
Anfield-
win is crazy, to be honest. Bro, all this chat
If we
for a
shot to
1-0
Anfield and
win
match,
is freaking crazy, bro.
Go on, David.
if we shot to Anfield and we match Liverpool, then
That's it.
then
Dave, imagine Liverpool win with like a set piece or a penalty 1-0, bro. And then all this chest about the difference between Liverpool, the difference between Arsenal and Maresca. Oh my God. Your
Yeah,
players
but he
are
won't care.
like,
Sam won't care. He'll just say we.
no, Sam won't
It
care.
will take the win, but also you gotta
Win is
put-
a win.
No, but bro, this is the Premier League, bro. How often are you gonna batter teams? You know what I'm trying to say? Like a win is a win at the end of the day. Like it's not. It's. I mean, the difference between Liverpool and Chelsea might be big. Like Liverpool are better than Chelsea, but it's not a 3-0 difference. You know what I'm trying to say? Like at this level, it's not gonna happen because Chelsea have good players. It's just unlikely that teams get battered like that. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just not.
Yeah,
you know?
It is. Arsenal battered Chelsea last season 5. Very
That
simple.
was us. That was
Why
us.
you
That was
arguing for Arsenal
different
at the moment?
circumstances,
Why
though.
you trying-
That was different.
Why is different circumstances?
Chelsea
Arsenal were
at that point.
Arsenal were 5 goals better than Chelsea last
Yeah,
season.
okay. At that point of that season, Chelsea were much worse than they are now, and Arsenal were in peak title-winning mode. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's different from the start of the season to one team who's on the up and up at the end of the season, and another team kind of just waiting for the season to end. It's different. Chelsea weren't playing for much in the Premier League at that point in the season.
We beat Spurs. We beat Spurs 5-1, 4-1, and then we beat them at home, and they finished above us. Like
thought you beat Spurs 4-1.
4-1,
Yeah.
2-0.
4-1, and yeah, we beat
It
them
should have been
4-1, 2-0
9.
home and away,
Yeah.
and we finished
Yeah.
1 point below them.
Yeah.
That game only has context. The Arsenal game with you don't have context. The five.
No, we were just bad, but we were bad for
You're just
that
bad.
that run. We were just very bad.
But
that's
Salah-
a different.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Chelsea project and how it is, and do you see it successful at all in your eyes?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been surprised by Chelsea's project and how it started and how they're playing. Very surprised. At the start of the season, I predict them to push not very well, right? And I didn't expect them to be this
What did
good.
you say?
this-
What did you say? What
I'm
did
not.
you say?
I said Chelsea will finish 9th or 10th. I mean, it's justifiable. It was justifiable though, because
How was it just?
the thing is,
I can remember we did it here on this channel.
yeah,
did
I
you
said it on
predict?
multiple channels, but the reason is Maresca is an unknown commodity, and also I didn't expect your ownership to hire someone who's decent, because like everything your ownership has done from when they got there till now reeks of we have no clue what we're doing. So I didn't expect them to be the team to get a manager from the Championship and for it to be successful. And on top of that, Chelsea didn't address a lot of their biggest issues in the transfer window. A striker, even though Nico Jackson's playing well. So that was my logic for it. I just assumed that Maresca was going to be a bust, just like everything else the Chelsea ownership had done. And I didn't rate Chelsea's players as highly. You know what I'm trying to say? I still don't rate Enzo. I think Chelsea would be so much better off if it was a 𝐒𝐬𝐶 and Lavia in the pivot. Both were kind of robust kind of midfielders who can win the ball back, both can drive, give Cole Palmer all the freedom in the world, because I think Enzo kind of gets into his spaces because he's not really a 6, he's not really a 10. He's not that good of an 8, so he's kind of just there taking up touches that could be had by better players, in my opinion. But anyway, Chelsea are much better than I thought they would be in it. Let's just.
But hold on. Now comes I love this. Okay, I love this. Is Maresca doing the best job in the Premier League based on expectations?
That's a very good question. You love this question as well, based on expectations. How
because,
well? How is
because
it's
I can't sit here and say
it's a very good question. But then again,
and I say it's not
that would be biased because my expectations are different to what Chelsea fans' expectations were. Does that make sense? So if you ask a Chelsea fan, their answer will be different to what my answer is. I didn't expect. So based on my expectations, yeah, he's doing very well. But based on a Chelsea fan's expectations, he might not be doing very well. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, I think what came for me was that
I want your answer.
No, my answer is he's doing a fantastic job based on my expectations. He's doing an incredible job based on my expectations. I don't know. I don't know if he's doing the best job in my expectations. Because
better than him in the league?
I think Arne's slot is doing better in. I think Arne's slot.
Where did you expect Liverpool to be now?
I had Liverpool finishing 5th or 6th personally. I didn't expect them to be first.
Oh my god, you don't know ball. You don't know ball.
No. I mean, no. But then again, that was even HUSAM. Even HUSAM can understand.
He doesn't, but it's okay.
Sam said third.
Don't do that. No, but I'm saying even HUSAM can understand my perspective. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like Liverpool made more signings. Let me explain. Liverpool one's even easier to explain. They made 0 signings. And they had a lot of gaps, and they got rid of, in my opinion, the best manager in the Premier League. Pound for pound.
Who was your top 4?
Yeah, but who would have been the problem? You know, all of this.
My top 4 was Arsenal
there was nobody better than him.
No, I can tell you my top 4, and it all makes sense. Arsenal to win it. It's Arsenal, Man City, Villa, and Tottenham. That's my top 4. That's a very feasible top 4. It's not an it's not a ridiculous top 4. Villa are right there. Villa are right there.
No, it's not Villa. It's not Villa. It's Spurs. It's just the Spurs pick.
The problem is, I hear his point about Spurs.
The thing is, I like nothing I'm saying is coming out of nowhere. Everything has an explanation. Like Liverpool. Okay, did anyone expect Liverpool to be good?
Is this before the transfer window ended?
Post Klopp with no signings.
To be honest, not this good.
Nobody
Nobody expected him to be
like the way I'm
even the most optimistic Liverpool fan never
especially about any signings.
This good, bro.
Liverpool finished
crazy.
Did Liverpool finish 3rd or 4th last year?
Third.
And
they fell off in the last 7 games barely, and they lost to Crystal Palace and fell off. But
bro, my point is with Liverpool, I thought there's no way Arne Slot can get as good from this Liverpool team as Klopp was, because I rate Klopp so highly. I think pound for pound, Klopp is the best manager in the Premier League with Pep, etc. And I've said this plenty of times. I rate Klopp so highly, so I didn't expect this guy to come in and get the same out of this team. Like having Liverpool not finish in the top 4 is not ridiculous because they didn't finish in the top 4 just the season before last.
But the players they have are ridiculously good in comparison to the rest of the league.
Bro, just the season before last, they didn't finish top 4. They didn't improve their squad and they downgraded in coach. It's very feasible for them not to finish top 4.
Mo. The pack chasing them to get into the top 4 was so far behind them. There was no.
I guess
he's trying to justify to himself, and it's not making sense.
Bro, first of all, the first three teams are justifiable. That leaves one place. Can Tottenham do better than Liverpool? And at the start of the season, with the transfers, maybe that's not ridiculous.
Villa have the first season. Villa have their first season of European football. I was expecting a small drop.
I didn't expect anything, and the reason is that is because
I expect 0 from Spurs, absolutely nothing. I expected Man United to be better, but not better enough to overtake Liverpool. And then there was us, who I thought would probably be the closest. However, not enough to overtake Liverpool. They were so much better than us. I said at worst, Liverpool this year, their absolute floor was 3rd. Like they were finishing 3rd comfortably. Because last year they were in the title race. They were in the title race for a considerable while. There was no way they were going to drop off.
Every team makes signings in the window, especially when you when you get a new manager. Like, bro, they downgraded significantly at coach, and they didn't improve even like one position. They didn't sign anyone apart from '𝐒𝐬𝐧, I think. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so it's,
Yeah,
so
but
it's
that-
easy.
but again,
So it's not, bro.
Liverpool's model, in the same way you said that
Thinking
you didn't
Liverpool
expect
are going
much
to be
from
shit
Maresca
this season is
because
not.
the
Thinking
same-
Liverpool are going to be shit this season is not a crazy take. But
That's what I'm saying. It
But
wasn't a
having them
ridiculous take.
outside the top 4 is crazy for me, because here's the thing: even though we didn't sign anyone, we still kept our all best players, so they're still going to win me 60 points per season.
I think I had them finishing third, but I think I had you closer to fourth. Like not like in a top 4 race, but finishing third comfortably, but closer to fourth and second. If you understand what I'm saying. And going back to like this whole thing about like what did we think as Chelsea fans from Maresca?
Spurs is the crazy bit for me.
Yeah, I want.
I mean, to be fair,
But you want to know why, Salad? Their transfer window was actually sabotage. They sabotaged their own club.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, maybe,
Yeah, you
maybe
said that. They
Solanke is a
fucked up
very
the whole
good signing. Solanke is a very good signing. The other two, respectfully, no one trying to like. Oh my god, Bergvall, 𝐒𝐲𝐿. Wallahi, I'm so scared.
I never even
No
heard
one does
that.
that ever.
yeah, no, I mean,
Like,
with Tottenham,
I think
no,
us
maybe-
5, if you gave us the money that Spurs spent this summer, could have genuinely made a better transfer window for Spurs. I'm not even lying.
No, that's
𝐒𝐬𝐧, who
that's probably true. That's probably
not
true.
even that good, is better than all Spurs' wingers. 𝐒𝐬𝐧, he ain't even that good. So he's better than the Spurs wingers. Never mind the ones that we have.
He is actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, for me personally, Spurs is only the crazy bit. Villa, I don't care. Villa is a good team. So
I think though, going back
I think
to the
with Tottenham,
original
there's a
point
bit
before we
of
got
bias
on
when
it.
it comes to Tottenham, because I've always had a soft spot for Tottenham, and I saw the way they
I thought you had a
started.
soft spot for Chelsea.
Yeah, actually, because he lives in North London. Yeah.
No, I'm born and raised in Tottenham, bro. I like when I go to pray, like at the mosque, I can see the stadium. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's right there.
Fair enough.
I live there. And I don't know. I want to see a parade on the high road one day. But that's besides the point. I was going off kind of
Pray a
how
lot harder
Spurs,
than that, bro.
how Spurs
parade,
started
you know what
last
I'm saying?
season, and it was kind of derailed by injuries. If you look at the first 11, it's not that bad. You put Solanke in. There's improvement there to be made. My thing was more so less about Tottenham doing so well, but more so about Liverpool's drop off without Jurgen Klopp. Does that make sense? Because again, I regard Jurgen Klopp that highly. You feel me? And that's not something that's ridiculous.
No. I think there was obviously. I mean, the Sam would admit he had question marks over slot. Surely, do you know what I mean? When he first started.
I was watching your stream when you said, "God, oh ya Allah, if Gravenberch is our starting six, bro, you was like you didn't expect."
Yeah, but Osam knows that, bro.
I don't
Sam,
think
he
Ryan
didn't-
Gravenberch himself would have expected Ryan Gravenberch to be
Exactly.
this good.
No, but that's my point. Hussam, you were saying
Oh,
if
it's
we
not
go
just me.
into this was in about July when you were like,
Yeah,
if
but the
we
thing
go
is,
into the season-
we kept Salah, we kept Alisson, we kept Trent, we kept Van Dijk. Those 4 would win me 60 points a season. So, like, that's why I'm saying, like, listen, I can get top 4. So top 4 wasn't ever the worry. My problem was with the title race. We aren't closer to win the league at all. That's the problem.
Yeah, which is what. Yeah, I think every rational person would have you finish.
You know where I predicted Spurs to finish? 9th.
Yes,
Below Brighton.
you're right. Actually, would you have who?
Bro,
would you have now?
imagine spending that much money and your transfer window is Solanke, Bergvall, and 𝐒𝐲𝐿. You could have signed Manu Kone alone for like 10 million, who's better than all these 3 put together.
Fofana that went to Milan. You could have signed for
Fofana,
Fofana.
Kone was
give
only
you
signed
100%.
online, don't you? As well?
It's
Yeah,
actually
There are players
crazy.
on a free who would have been better for Spurs than some of the shit they signed.
I'll put Spurs in 7th. They're Spurs. That's it.
I had
don't
them
care.
9th.
I was so sure Spurs for some reason will finish above Man United, and I still stand by this. For
Oh,
some
yeah,
reason, I had
yeah.
this Man United thing, bro. Man United, bro. Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You look at some of the signings that teams have done. You compare it to what Spurs have done. It's kind of a joke, but anyway.
Let me do the super chats. The banners, a couple. Way to beat Chelsea is sit low block, pull in, doing that. I think it's the other way around. The way to beat
because City
Liverpool
played
is to
a low
sit low
block
block
against you,
and
right?
play counter
No,
attack.
we've only lost to City. What is he talking about? We've only lost to City. What do you mean way to beat
No
us?
low block.
You've only lost to City. Way to beat us. What do you mean way to beat us? Lost to City.
To be fair,
Bournemouth
that was
dominated
the
you, but
first
they
game.
employ Evan Nilsson, so let's not go there.
That was the first game of the season. I can't lie. I think it's switching.
But where do
think
you
we are
Chelsea
getting-
fans think Chelsea finished this year? By the way, like how?
Fourth.
I think we finished 4th.
Fourth.
5th.
But I said for
Where do you? Okay, Salah. 7 games in. Where do you think they're gonna finish before
Top
Andrew
6.
comes in?
Top 6, 6th,
Okay.
5th or 6th.
6th, 5th.
Yeah,
Okay.
5th or
Yeah.
6th for me as well.
Yeah, 5th, 6th. because
I said
bro. And the
If
thing
Man
that
United sacked Ten Hag, I would have said, because Man United on paper is not a bad team. Make no mistake. On paper, Lissandro, Lenny Yoro, Ugarte, Mainu, these guys are not bad.
What the fuck? Only
Then-
Mainu. Everyone else is worse than Chelsea. Everyone else.
their attack
No,
stinks.
Habibi, relax. Me in 4th place, I put Newcastle. Why? Because 1 game a week.
Okay.
So
Have
Isak,
you,
Gordon.
sorry, can I
Bruno-
just? Sorry, have you
But
actually
let me-
watched
let me-
Newcastle?
let me just
Have
say
you
this.
watched
Let me
Newcastle
just
play
say
this
this.
season?
These
Have you watched-
3 players can beat the bottom 10 teams home and away for me.
Have you seen them play this season, Newcastle?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
They are
I'm just saying
shit.
they
are
have 3
shit.
players who play really well, one game a week. That's not a, that's way. By the way, putting Spurs in the top 4 is worse than Newcastle. I'll be honest.
Well,
with you.
no, I'm not. We're not debating that. I'm just debating Newcastle. That's all.
I think Newcastle could
By
get
the way,
top 4.
Hassan, I'm sold, bro. I'm sold since the summer with you. on
Bro,
Spurs.
Isak, Gordon, Bruno
I'm never
Guimaraes,
back
Joe
in
Linton
Spurs again.
against 1 game a week. Tonali's back. Why not?
I'm never
They did
back
it
in-
I
already
love
2
how
years
people
ago.
mention Joe. I love how people mention Joe Linton now. I love that. That's crazy.
Bro, I
Joe
love it.
Linton.
I actually love Joe
He's
Linton.
definitely a revelation.
Bro, I love Joe Linton.
No,
in
no,
the
no.
field. I've
No,
met
no,
him.
no.
I
You don't
say
get
this
it. When
publicly.
Bro, you
I
wish you
love
have
Joe
Joe
Linton
Linton
in
in your
midfield.
team.
Mo,
You wish
Mo,
you have
Mo,
Joe Linton
Mo,
in your team.
Mo,
I'd
Mo,
sign
Mo,
Joe Linton tomorrow,
Mo,
happily. I love him.
Mo. When I was doing Midnight Vibes 4 years ago, I was saying Joe Linton's class. I was the only one saying he was
Bro, he
class.
was
But
playing
not in
as a
midfield.
striker.
Not-
Not a
Don't do
striker.
that. Don't
Like,
do
in
that,
midfield,
bro.
he's
He
good,
was
not
playing
a
as a
striker.
striker, bro.
I was there
No, no.
backing. I was backing Joe Linton and Chris Wood. They were my guys. Now look
Chris
at them
Wood, this
shining
is-
in the Prem.
Oh my god.
Love them.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking-
Come on.
Let me do this super chat for Dave. David, where do you see weaknesses in both teams, Liverpool and Chelsea, of course?
Honestly, Liverpool, their only weakness is they haven't played a big team. That's the only thing I can think of. Because right now, they've got a very good forward line, and their defense is very good. Their defense currently has been the best in the league. They haven't played anyone where you go like, oh my god. So yeah, and Chelsea, our weakness is we have idiots in the squad. Literally, we have. If we had like players like with competency, like who wouldn't make mistakes throughout the 90 minutes, I'd feel a lot more confident. But I've got Sanchez in goal. Do you know what I mean?
I think-
like I've got Caicedo who plays really well, but he could just back pass it to one of your forwards. He could do it. I've seen him do it before. He
I
can
thought
do it
Caicedo
again.
was one of the best DMs in the league.
He's been playing really well. That don't mean he ain't done it before. He can do it again.
Now, you know those players that just have a tendency to do something. I think
Yeah,
that's
the
what
Bozo-
I
the
think that's what
Bozo
he-
gene.
My
Romero.
number one player for this, Gabriel. Everyone's raving about Gabriel. I know there's that mistake's coming, and it's gonna be crucial.
Oh,
Because that's what-
Magalesh?
Yeah, he's
else?
talking about Magalesh.
Yeah, Magalesh. Magalesh he always does it every year. Last year, I was minding my business on a show, and someone super chatted me. Oh, David, what you saying about Gabriel now? He ain't made a mistake in the past 6 months, blah, 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 blah. Next 3 games, he gave away a goal every game. I was laughing. It will just happen. It's just, there's something missing up there, bro. Romero, another one, just head loss. He's a good defender, but he just head loss.
It's the Bozo
It can
gene.
happen.
Oh, by the way, if Romero or
Just
Gabriel were
guys-
African, you know the conversation we'd be having in it. If Gabriel and Romero were African, you know the conversation we'd be having in it. Just say,
Oh, 100%, bro.
you know the conversation we'd be having with
No,
Romero.
but I say it all
with
the time.
Romero, it's this and that, blah 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 blah. Anyhow, it's you know what I'm trying to say. It's complete. If it, bro, don't do that, man. Let's carry on. Don't piss me. Don't let me start on this.
I think
all I'm going to say is
I don't
one
rate
thing
Romero,
Africa still struggles to produce is
But I rate
goalkeepers.
Gabriel.
That's what I'm going to say. We struggle to produce.
Yo, Edouard Mendy had the greatest 18 months of any goalkeeper we've seen in the last decade. I don't want to hear that, bro. Edouard Mendy had an incredible 18 months. AFCON, Champions League.
Oh, he did fall off after.
Yeah, no, of course. That's why I said 18 months. I said 18 months. You hear me?
It was literally an
Best
18-month
ever
period
African
with Edward
goalkeeper
Mendy.
in the
It was 18
He got a
months.
shout for Ballon d'Or.
it was a glorious 18 months. That's what it was. It was glorious.
Shout
That's
for
what it was.
Ballon
The best
d'Or.
ever
It's
African
crazy.
keeper that played in Europe for me is Carlos Kameni. That's the one.
No, it's
Mallorca
Enyema.
The
think that
Spaniel guy.
Enyema,
The
bro.
Spaniel guy.
No,
Yeah,
I
Kameni
think
for
no.
me.
It's
Kameni,
probably
Kameni.
Yassine Bono. Won a couple of Europa leagues with Sevilla.
Fair,
Couple
fair.
penalty shootout saves. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, the best one ever is Issam Al Hadari. That's the number one.
Is that when Jordan is done?
No.
Jordan is not in Africa, you fraud.
Anyway, let me
Oh,
do.
no, you're trying to involve yourself somehow.
Red line is Tarenga. Can you put Mo Salah in the Ray category? Have
I'll
some.
tell you about Mo Salah. I'll tell you as the person who
Have
built
some
Mo Salah.
respect.
Wait,
Red
who's
line.
Ray Ray?
Don't worry.
Listen, you don't want to know. Mo
wanna
Salah is basically like Konate. He's either Maldini or he will make a mistake like he did against Wolves. So this is the problem with Mo Salah. Mo Salah is the following. He either has ultimate ball knowledge or he has shit ball knowledge. There is no in the middle with him. So there's 80% of the time where he's spitting
when
facts,
it's shit, it's
and then
just
there's like
differently, though, is what I'm
20%
trying
where
to
he's
say.
doing agendas and trolling and shit.
Okay,
so.
before you guys go, Dave has to go. Big up, Dave. Great show with you. We'll have to do more shows, bro. We'll have to do more
I'll
shows
come
together.
back. I'll come back. I promise.
100%.
I said
100%, bro.
80-20.
Oh,
Can't
wait.
say disrespectful.
Anyway, no,
No,
nothing.
no.
I was reading something in the comments. Nothing to do with you, bro.
Okay, don't worry
Oh,
about
no,
it.
no, fine.
All right,
I'll catch
Dave.
you guys in a bit. See you in a bit.
See you, David.
Sam just basically talked about.
Let me
Salah
do the
like he
super.
wasn't
Let me
even here.
just do a couple of super chats. 𝐒𝐤𝐞 here is saying HUSAM said Chelsea would finish 7th, and that's he would rather be a United fan than a Chelsea
No,
fan.
I have.
Let me, can
I
I read?
actually have. I actually have.
Read it or I read it. Read
I
it.
have a solution for you, Jill. No, you need to get off my balls. I'll tell you why I need to get off my balls. Because you're the same person that spent the entirety of the beginning of last season telling them to not react. Penalty, ref. Penalty, you bastard. Penalty. Yes! Penalty. Let's go. Red card. Red card. He was 1-on-1. Send him off.
They don't
Send
do
them
double. They don't do double jeopardy in football anymore, bro. You don't.
Send
They
them
don't
off.
get. They don't give red cards and
Look at
penalties
the
anymore.
Jordanian ultras, ya akhi. I wish I was at the stadium. I cannot get fucking tickets. Anyway, point is, when it comes
there's only 10 people that
to
watch
Jill,
football
no,
in
guy.
Jordan.
At the start of
Have
last
some shame.
season, why are Spurs fans talking about top of the league? HUSAM. It's only 8 games into the season. Chelsea could finish 15th and could finish top of the league. It's match week 7. Relax. Calm down. How stupid will you look if you come back 4-5 games from now and Chelsea are 12th? How shit will you look? Because it's a possibility Chelsea come out the next 4 games with 8 points. And it's also a possibility Chelsea come out the next 4 games with 1 point or 3 points. Then what? Relax. People want apologies, and I say this to my own fan base. I'm not going to apologize to Diaz. I'm not going to apologize to anyone 7 games into a season. Give me match week 15, then come back and cook me. The Man United side, I'll repeat this again. If you think I hate Chelsea, everyone here knows how much I hate Man United. I stayed home on a Thursday instead of going out to do Manchester United versus Porto. I hate Man United. But no one can tell me that United team on paper is as shit as they are right now. Man United are not the 14th best team in the league. They're not. So this is the thing. Why are they giving it to Ali Alwan?
يا اخي انا مالي ومال علي علوان. Okay, Ali Alwan just scored, guys. Gunnar King. Wallah, big up Gunnar King. Long time no see.
Gunnar King, big up GK.
Wallah, long time no see. HUSAM, I don't want no Chelsea favors. Cook. Bro.
Yes.
If
No need
Chelsea
for
lose,
favors, don't worry.
it's
Gunnar King had the funniest moment ever. I spoke to him on Spaces before when 2 years ago when Arsenal and City were in the title race and Liverpool were crap. I was like, yo, we're gonna go to the Etihad and do you a favor. You have to remember this forever. Salah scored. We went 1-0 up. GK posted a video on Twitter going like, Mo Salah running down the way. And then City scored 4 times and we lost 4-1.
4 times. It's crazy. Redland
Oh,
Teranga
good
can't
memory.
expect much from a Spursy Napoli fan.
You know what the crazy thing is? I love Senegal so much, and your name's Red Line. It really hurts.
He's definitely Senegalese.
by the way.
It hurts so much. But it
He's
is what it is,
Senegalese.
man.
Definitely he is.
Stop hating on
I know he's Senegalese because his name's Lion of Teranga. Of course he's Senegalese.
Yes.
But it hurts. Thought it'd be cool, but it is what it is. Fuck
The
you.
Bozo Gene, what the fuck, Mo?
Who's he referring to?
Tutop Molutmu. Don't ever call me an Anjing again, you Anjing. Fraud.
Actually, that Bozo Gene exists in football. There's a lot of Bozo Gene.
It does. Romero definitely has a Bozo gene.
Losio and Inter had the Bozo Gene.
Yeah.
The mistake was in him all the time.
I just said Konate has the Bozo gene, which is true. He does.
Yeah.
They have this mistake in them.
As a Bajogino our club.
But Konate is a lot more like Konate is like 9 games unbelievable. 1 game he might make.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a point for a long time when I was saying Konate and Saliba there's not much separating them, and that Konate is probably better. But I think that's kind of changed a little bit now. I think Saliba's kind of taken a step up.
Do you really
No, I
believe
agree with that.
Saliba
And here's the
thing?
thing. I'm not going to sit up here and argue for an injury-prone player. I'm not shameless. I need Konate to give me a season. You know, he has in total, I think, for Liverpool, like about 30 Premier League games in 3 years, bro. Like that's just not good enough. So,
What the fuck?
Wow.
yeah.
I don't know. Is that true? That can't be true.
No, bro, come
Bro,
on.
he
30
played,
games?
I think he played 10 games, 18 games, and 11 games, if I'm not mistaken. So
Oh, last season we were talking about Van Dijk.
He played 11, then 18, then 22 last year, then 7 this year.
yeah, so forget this year. I'm talking about the last 3 years. So he hasn't really had that much. We need more games. I just want him to stay fit. And the one thing that separates Saliba and Konate is actually Konate Gabriel is a they're probably a bit more similar. They're like the aggressive guy in the.
Yeah, but Gabriel improved massively, Husam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, Konate, what separates Saliba and Konate is ball playing. Saliba is much better on the ball, much better.
He's good. He's not that good, guy. Like, to be honest with you guys.
What do you mean?
Van
Okay,
Dijk
here's
is better.
more relax. Yeah, because Van Dijk's
Hold
10 years
on.
older than him and has.
Yeah, but Van Dijk.
Yeah, but
That's the reason
the
better than
reason-
Saliba on the ball.
Why do you like
Okay,
to twist?
hold on.
Konate, yeah.
Konate, yes. I agree with you.
Obviously, Van Dijk is better on the
I'm
ball.
gonna
than
tell
all
you
of them.
that notion that Saliba is very, very good on the ball is not true. It's not true, actually. He's okay on the ball. He's just a
No,
good
he's
turn
quite
the
solid
ball.
on the ball. He's not
No,
Van
I would
Dijk.
say
He's not Bastoni.
It's not
but-
exact. That's what I mean. A good on the ball player.
But those players
It's
are
the guy that
elite
can build from
He's
the
still
back.
got
from
time
here.
to
those guys are elite on the ball. Do you know
Okay,
what I'm
who's
trying to
better
say?
on the ball, Colwell or Saliba?
Saliba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Andrew,
Saliba.
gonna sit here and take it like this?
No, I
Saliba's
think
better on the ball.
Colwell is very good on the ball. It's hard for Saliba. You know,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
got
again, you're comparing him to the very best that we've seen on the ball.
Colwell is not the very best.
No. I'm talking about
no,
when
he's talking about Van Dijk, right?
I'm saying when you're comparing him to Bastoni and Van Dijk, of course he's not that good on the ball, but like he's as good as you can get on regular.
I was gonna say Bastoni as well. Those are the two for me.
Yeah, but I hear Salad's opinion. These two make from the back, diagonal balls, long balls, through balls, they cross. Like it's different. Saliba's not that guy yet. He's 20.
Yeah, but that's
Colwell's very good on the
making.
ball this season.
But I think Colwell is better on the ball, to be honest.
He's good on the ball this season. He's whether he's compared to Saliba or not, I don't know. But Colwell's very good on the ball this season.
Yes, 3-0. Vamos!
Sam is playing Oman at home. Wallah, Habibi.
Vamos! 3-0, Habibi, let's go!
The problem is though, Mo, if you criticize Saliba on anything,
Arsenal fans get upset, bro.
Yeah, that's the
Bro,
problem.
it doesn't matter what happens. You just say anything
It's
about
someone else's fault.
Saliba.
It's someone else's fault. It's someone else's fault.
It's always, bro. He can do
remember,
no
it was Gabriel's.
wrong, bro.
It was Gabriel's fault all last season. Anything that happened to Saliba,
Yo, Hussam, you might actually be going to a World Cup, you know.
Inshallah.
You might actually. I mean, it's probably going to be Iraq, but you might actually go to a World Cup. I think the top two in the group will. I mean, you'll probably get through to
Hold
the
on.
next
The
qualifying
top
stage.
two automatically go.
Yeah, the top two automatically go to the World Cup,
oh,
And then the third plays a playoff.
and
so
then
we
the
have
third
three
place
times.
plays a playoff.
Wallah, that's not bad.
Yeah, so
Jordan.
so the three that will likely go through from your group are either you, South Korea definitely, and Iraq. So
Might
it's either
sit
you, it's
down
either you
here
and
in
Iraq.
America. Sam, green card.
Yo,
Waiting
brother,
for you,
we're gonna have Iraq, Iran, both in America. Do you know how crazy that is?
We're gonna get. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be
We're gonna see
amazing.
Sam here in America as well. Yeah.
Since it's America, don't say Iran,
you
say
can.
Iran.
You know what? You can
Iran.
tell.
Iran.
You can tell in the comments that active listening is not happening. I said Colwell was good on the ball. I didn't say he was a better overall defender than Saliba.
Yeah, nobody
You
said
know,
that.
Get Saliba's balls out your ears, Arsenal fans, and listen properly. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just listen properly. You know what I mean? I didn't say he was better than Saliba overall. I said he was good on the ball. I didn't even say he was better than Saliba on the ball this season. I just said Colwell was very good on the ball this season. Open your ears and actively listen, douchebags. Come on, let's move.
Damn.
Oh my
100%.
goodness, guys.
Damn.
Guys, Ghana is in a group with Angola, Sudan, and Niger, and they're not going to the African Cup. Like they're not qualifying for the African Cup of Nations. like to the tournament. They're not even going to go
Hold
to the
that,
tournament.
Dizzy.
Armenia.
Yeah,
Wait,
Armenia
here.
can hold that as well. The Salah hater.
Armenia.
He can hold that.
Wait, Armenia's in the chat. He's not in the chat. There's no way he's
he's
in
not
the
in
chat.
the chat.
No, he's not. But he is a Salah hater.
Someone
We'll
can
cook
send
his
him
ass
this.
one day.
Okay, let me. Okay, are we talking about? You are a Napoli fan who hates Liverpool for no reason. Why do you hate Liverpool for real, Salah? Like genuinely, what? Like genuinely, you never actually said the story.
You have to stop it, Salad. Khalas, Klopp left now.
Why do you hate?
If
Bro, he
anything,
rates
one of the
Jurgen
reasons,
Klopp a lot.
if anything, one of the reasons I was being respectable to your club was because of my love and respect of
Yeah,
Jurgen
but it
Klopp.
makes no sense for Napoli to hate
It doesn't
Liverpool.
need to make any sense, bro. You're forgetting, first of all, Napoli fan that lives in the UK. You know what I'm trying to say? I know more than enough Liverpool fans. Just because I support an Italian team doesn't mean I don't need to. What? So
Yeah, but
if
if
I'm
your
not,
logic is annoying fans, then you have to hate
it's not
Arsenal
just
or
annoying
Chelsea.
fans. No, there's way more that goes into it. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to sit here and explain myself. I don't like Liverpool. I don't like Liverpool. Since when has it become a thing? You can't dislike a club or you can't dislike something without a valid reason. When does anyone need a valid reason to dislike anyone? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's silly. It's silly.
I think you do need a reason to hate
I
someone.
think you
Okay,
need
so
the
why
reason
do
to
you-
hate someone.
It
why
would be
do you
weird if I
encourage
sit here and go like, I hate Genoa. Like, it just makes no sense.
No, but Liverpool are a big team in a country that I live in. It's normal. Do you know what I'm trying
Okay, it
to
would
say?
make no sense if I said I hate Lazio.
Okay.
It
But
would make no sense.
disliking a team in sports doesn't need a justification.
No,
Like,
no,
for
it
example,
does.
why
It
do
does, but it has nothing to do with your team.
why do the majority of Liverpool fans hate Arsenal, for example? Do you know what I'm trying to say? What's your
Yeah,
reason?
but I'll tell you something honestly, based on my experiences and everyone I've actually dealt with, the Liverpool fans that hate Arsenal mostly are the ones that live in London. But when I speak to Scousers and shit like that, and the Liverpool fans who don't really interact with a lot of Arsenal fans, they'll tell you the rivalries has nothing to do with Arsenal. Me myself, I don't hate Arsenal at all, not 1%. I hate Manchester United, Everton, and Chelsea. Those are the three rivals. And to a smaller extent, Manchester City, obviously, because what's happened over the last 4 or 5 years. But other than that, I don't hate Arsenal. I don't hate Spurs.
This notion that you need an explanation as to why you don't like a team is silly. You know what I'm trying to say?
Love doesn't need an explanation. Hatred needs an explanation.
I look at that little bird on the whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't like the club. It's as simple as that. I don't need the explanation for it. Yeah, that bullshit. That's right. I don't like it.
That chicken.
You know who signed this shirt, Salad?
Huh?
You know who signed this shirt, Salad?
I don't know. It's probably counterfeit.
No,
I think
Luis Garcia.
I think the rivalry between Chelsea and
I met
Liverpool.
Luis Garcia. I signed my shirt.
The rivalry between Chelsea and Liverpool was built up in when Benitez and Mourinho were there, and we played each other like 4 times for 5 years in a row. That's the only reason. Chelsea
Look at this response from Martin as well. Here. This is actually a very valid response. Hate is an emotion. So if you hate something, you're emotionally invested. So of course you need a reason. Otherwise, it's wasted energy.
No, okay. The thing
I
is,
agree, to be honest.
No, but the thing is, it's not hate. Oh my god, I'm burning with hate. I just don't like Liverpool, and I would rather you not win anything. And I enjoy seeing you guys suffer. That's not like it's not that deep.
But there must have been something. There must be
Who's
something
the
to
club
trigger
you hate the most in the world?
Juventus.
Juve.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So who's your top 3 most hated clubs?
Juve.
It has to be someone from Spain. You have to even like Real Madrid. I hate Barcelona.
Juve, Barcelona, Liverpool, I guess. And there's reasons for all of them. But anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mr. Khan is saying, bro, at the moment, all my club is a Bozo gene. Biggest is Levy, bro.
I agree. I think you could get Pep and Klopp to do a tag team at Spurs and they'd still fail because that bald fraud upstairs. Fact.
100%.
You could have had Messi and Ronaldo at their peak
Tom,
and they
you still owe me a favor. You still owe me a favor at the Etihad.
I do. Listen, I'll try my best. But here's the thing. Us and City, we have this agreement. We beat them at Anfield, they beat us at Etihad. That's usually what happens. So unfortunately, I can beat them at Anfield for you, but I cannot guarantee I do get anything at the Etihad, to be honest.
I just remembered that that period where HUSAM was pushing the whole Qataris buying Liverpool stuff. And I think it was the best discourse on social media that I have experienced. It was so funny, bro. HUSAM's Twitter space were having thousands of people where he's just translating Arabic. It was just, you just have to be there, bro.
Mike Keegan spoke about it as well, by the way, in one of his articles. You remember? And Al Jazeera reported it.
Yeah.
And then Ornstein tweeted that FSG are looking to sell the club, so everything made sense.
No, it made sense, but it was just the fact. Do you know what made it so much bigger is the fact that you're Arab and like a big Liverpool fan, and you were translating Arab. It was just hilarious, bro. It was.
And you know what made it a lot worse? A week later, they announced they want to buy Man United. This when my life.
I know, and then all the Man United fans, their Twitter handles were changed to Sheikh something.
And then after that, when the United stuff fell off, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna cook your ass just like you cooked me. So yeah. To be honest, there is still hope. I still think Qatar want to invest in the Premier League at some point.
Yeah. They're gonna buy a team. They have. To,
I think right now it's one of two: Liverpool or Spurs.
They won't buy Spurs. Thoughts on Ghana failing to qualify for AFCON? Salad is an expert on African football.
Salad, you have to explain this.
Salad, you have to explain.
Salad. Wait, it's not. They didn't lose an AFCON game though. They lost the World Cup qualifying game. I mean, they're not going to the World Cup.
That's an African Cup or Nation qualifiers. What is going on now?
It's not. It's the World Cup qualifying.
It's AFCON qualifiers.
AFCON qualifiers, wallah.
Oh yeah,
is it AFCON or World Cup? Can you check, please?
No,
guys, I am sure it's AFCON.
No, you're right. But look, when you go on Google, it says FIFA World Cup African qualification. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, no, I said it a few minutes ago.
Oh wait, they combined both qualifiers in the same thing?
No. It's at the beginning. Yes. The beginning is this, and then it goes to the final stage. So they might not even qualify to the qualifications for the World Cup.
Yeah. No, actually, that's wrong. No. That's very wrong. Actually, they've changed the African qualification. Like that's why so many teams are. That's why Somalia played against Algeria. That's a World Cup qualification. This is AFCON qualification, and they're not making it to AFCON. They're not going to AFCon. So they're not going to the tournament. The final 26 that are going to be in Morocco in the summer. Ghana won't be there.
In the summer.
Yeah, no, they changed. It was going to be in the summer initially. Actually, it's going to be next January.
Martin is saying 1 week Saliba to Real Madrid, cry Arsenal fans. Next week Saliba can't chat to Colwell, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
no one said that.
This is Mo's
Hold on. Wallahi, Martin, no one said that, bro. No one said Saliba and Colwell in the same bracket in terms of defenders. We're talking about ball-playing defenders. For fuck's sake.
Saliba can't be touched. You know what I mean? So
it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. He's the best. Hate is a strong word. Dislike is different. It's okay.
No, but I hate Andy Robertson because of his stupid face at Liverpool and the way he winds up people. He's a proper wind-up.
You don't know him.
I hate his stupid face. His face is punchable.
Mo, can you not do the Jacob thing, please?
His face is punchable. You know what I mean? It's punchable.
Man says don't hate him, you don't know him. No, you can hate. I hate.
And we now, guys, we really have like a time for this show, and I wanted to speak about the last topic, bro. I live in Dublin, and there is no team I hate more than Arsenal.
Yeah,
why, Salmani?
Why? Who do you support?
Why do you hate Arsenal, Salmani? Like
you don't need Salmani. Don't explain yourself. It's okay to see something, see a group of people, and say I don't like them. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with it.
I need a reason. Need a reason.
Salad. That is a reason. That is a reason why. For you to see a group of people and don't like the way you act, and then you hate the club they support. That is fine. That is a reason. But why would you dislike a club for no reason? I just can't sit here and say, I dislike Boca Juniors.
Mo, you want to know the difference between me and other people? I actually love hatred. I love to hate, and I love to be hated on.
Yes.
Salad will tell you when Liverpool were hated, I took a shower in the hatred.
You were the biggest asshole on the internet.
I love hate.
It's fine.
Yeah, you are the biggest dickhead on the internet, though, so it's understandable.
At that quad season, he was the biggest.
The quadruple season, me and Mo met for the first time ever, football terrace.
I hated the guy.
I said, you know why Mo was pissed off? I said we're gonna come to the San Siro and it's gonna be the easiest game all year long. I annoyed the shit out of the Inter fans. Big up Anthony, who has Inter.
Also later, even in the quad season, bro. Even though they were still going for the 4 competitions, they were so arrogant. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
some people said if we win the quad, I remember some Liverpool fans said if we win the quad, we're one of
if you're not hated, it means you're irrelevant. Who hates?
I agree. I don't give it. I hated when fans liked us under Lampard, man. I hated her. I want to be hated. I want to be in wrestling terms. I want to be Triple H in 2000, bro. That's what I want to be. I want to be the big bad. I want to be Roman Reigns. I want to be the big bad. I want to be the most hated person. Man, just live on it. It means you're doing good.
Not
It
legit.
means if you're winning and you're being hated, it means you're doing good. Embrace it. Embrace.
Yeah.
That's why I say to Man City fans, don't be bothered what other people think. If you just enjoy winning, you hate it because you're winning.
No,
Even
Man
Arsenal
City-
fans right
Man
now.
City's different though.
Can I big up? Can we big up Hussam? Big up Hussam Jordan are cooking. We just beat Ghana today. Sudanese.
Congratulations. Big
Make
up to all
sure
the
you
Sudanese
cook
people.
Uncle Albert. No, it's
الليلة
the hype about
بالليل
this hype about
الليلة نمشي
international
شارع
football is
النيل
crazy.
أنا وأنت سوا قهوة بمزاج الليلة أنت
لا إله إلا الله.
السكر وكليك الدواء. Big up.
Big up Abdulaziz. Big up, big up, big up. Just waiting for the Zubimendi to City Hussam Meldan. Oh, that stream will be amazing.
That's
That
not even a
stream will be
meltdown, that's
amazing.
chaos.
It was amazing. I think
You
the
have
biggest
made an
image
enemy
will
for
happen
life.
if Inter face Liverpool in the Champions League somehow that happens. I think we'll do very, very good image
Mo, are
stream.
you doing the watch along for Inter and Arsenal by yourself, or are you having like an Arsenal fan?
No, by myself, bro. By
Ah.
myself. Nothing wrong with the club, but can't stand their fans. Hashtag Liverpool.
That's the reason. No, that's fine. That's the
Yeah,
reason.
you hate that.
He
That's
supports
the reason.
Liverpool and just can't stand Arsenal fans. Which brings
That's
me
the
to the
reason.
point.
That's the reason.
At the point. Is Arteta's job? Okay,
The
can we talk
point
football a
first,
little
like
bit?
the video chat.
Guys, there is about 700 people here. Can we get the likes up? Is Arteta's job the toughest job in the Premier League? The one under the most scrutiny? He has
No.
to win the Premier League?
No.
No, he has to win
No.
the Premier League or the Champions League. He's
doesn't.
going
No.
against
That's the
Pep.
toughest question of all time you've
No,
ever
Hasn't he,
seriously.
asked.
hasn't he just taken over for Klopp? Klopp had that for like 4 years. He had the hardest job, didn't he? Klopp had the hardest job for like 4
Yes,
years.
so Arteta's job now, that's the whole point.
The next
Oh,
one
wait,
up.
did you
Next
say-
one
did you
is
say
the
Pep's job
rank.
or Arteta's job?
Arteta's
Whose
job
job?
is the toughest job in the Premier League now. You are pressured to win the Premier League. You're going against Pep. Fans are demanding the Premier League. You are now having a good team. People are asking you to win the Champions League because the club haven't won before. You have to make do with a transfer market that didn't give you a striker. 100% it is.
He
It's the
doesn't want
toughest
us
job. The demands from Arteta are so high that makes his job so difficult. You are fighting against the media that keeps calling you dark arts every single day. Bro, mainstream media are calling Arsenal the kings of dark arts. And you want to tell me he's not having a tough job? Fighting against all of this?
Why are you acting like Edu and the Cronkies care what footy judge Mo says? When you say you have to win, you're talking from a fan.
Why do you act like FSG care what you say? It doesn't-
No.
it doesn't make any
I know
sense.
they don't, but that's not the point. The point is the
So
following.
what is
The
the
point
point?
is the
The
following.
point
When
is
you
Pressure
say
and hard. Like when
when
you
you say tough job, I think if Arsenal get top 4 for the next 3 years, they're not sacking Arteta.
yeah.
So by tough job,
yeah,
by
Tuchel-
definition,
Had this conversation before.
Tuchel's agreed.
you
to
know who has a
become
tough job? I'll tell you. Ainge Postecoglou,
Mm-hmm.
Ten Hag, Maresca, Slot. 4 tough jobs
Just sorry,
by
just to
definition.
say, just to break. Tuchel's agreed to become England manager. They're reporting.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuchel can be England manager.
No,
Here
I'm
we
just.
go.
I,
We know one thing. We know, guys. Do you know that tells me one thing? They were never sacking Ten Hag. They were never that
No.
Ten Hag
no,
sacking
they were never
was
doing it.
not even on the table, bro.
That
It
meeting,
wasn't.
never,
wow,
that
time-
meeting, he was not even on there. That
Wow.
meeting, because you know why they never agreed to sack him, Mo? Because there was nothing after the first 48 hours, not even any leaks, news or anything like, vote of confidence and all this like new stuff. Oh, he's only got 2 games. He's got the rest of the year.
Hold on.
The rest
Hold
of the
on.
year.
There is another breaking news that we don't know about. Hold on. It's
No, it's just-
Kylian Mbappe. Hold on. Swedish police have confirmed the local media that Kylian Mbappe is the subject of a complaint of a rape and sexual assault. The footballer is staying in a bank hotel and it's claimed to be alleged rapes took place on Thursday. Real Madrid had a crisis meeting last night about the Kylian Mbappe situation. How have I not heard about this at all?
Well,
Has anyone heard anything about this?
no. You'd have had if anyone heard before that, someone would have streamed about it by now. Do you know what I mean?
It's
You would have-
too news, to be honest, and I don't know. But anyway,
I'd stay away from that for a bit.
I don't know. I'm just reading a tweet from Transfer News Live.
wait till you
I'm
move on.
literally
Yeah,
reading a tweet.
Yeah. I would say,
I'm
yeah,
just
I would
reading a
stay away.
tweet, bro. I'm not saying anything. I don't know.
I know,
anything.
but you know, people. We've already proven people don't actively listen. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? So, stay away
Yeah,
from
anyway. It is what it is. But listen, you think people that say that Arteta's job is not under threat or anything, you're talking about the Edo and the Cronkies, right?
I think that's
Yes,
what
yes.
Sam said, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you an example. Arne Slot walked into Liverpool's best ever manager in the modern era. That's fucking pressure. Because now you have to get Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, and Alisson to respect what the hell you're saying. That's pressure, bro. Ten Hag, if you don't get your shit together, you're going to get sacked. That's pressure. Enzo Maresca, sixth manager in 2 years. That's pressure. Ange Postecoglou, Levy expects with the stupid transfer window he has for him to get top 4. That's pressure. Arteta can finish 4th and they're not sacking him. I promise you.
I mean, I don't know about 4th, but if he competes for the title every single year for the next decade, they're not sacking him. Just if he competes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, Salad, you're smart. You know American owners.
No, yeah,
Do you
no,
really
bro.
think they
I
care about
said
winning?
this, bro. I said this a year and a half ago. The first time he competed, you know when that year when no one expected him to compete, where they were top of the league. With that summer, I said, this summer they're gonna back him. And they did. They paid 110 million for Declan Rice, the High Havertz, etc., etc. I said they're gonna back him. They're gonna give him a new contract, and they're not going nowhere. They've done this with every team in every competition. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They did it with the LA Rams. They were the first one. They were the first team to have a young coach. They had a 32-year-old coach who was younger than some of their players. Right? Gave him a contract, gave him full reign, etc., etc. Supported him. Exactly the same with their basketball team, the Denver Nuggets. The exact same thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They're
What's
not
the difference?
Mike Malone.
Huh?
Those two teams have won titles.
Yeah, no, but they won titles eventually. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They were owners of those teams for a while.
They were very patient. By the way, Jokic wasn't Jokic 10 years ago.
Exactly.
You want to tell me that they're going to be more patient
They
than
drafted Jokic. They drafted.
Oh, you're looking at this from like the Arsenal fan perspective.
Yeah,
we're talking
I am.
from
That's
the
how I
ownership.
am. We
they
are
don't matter in this.
We're
essence,
talking
bro.
from the ownership.
Yeah, they don't matter. So bro. Do you think Arteta's on Twitter or on your space or Terry's space thinking
Okay, let me ask you
what
something.
you what egal?
So I'm gonna reverse it. You don't think the fans have any pressure?
No,
or
they
anything?
absolutely do. But Arsenal games are selling out every single game. They're singing. I'm talking, bro. The match going
They're in
fans,
the Champions League.
Yes,
bro. As long as the match going fans don't make a big scene and things like that, bro, they're gonna stick by this guy. Arteta's not going anywhere anytime soon. And the only time he goes if Real Madrid come knocking and say, yeah, you know what, you're gonna come manage us, or Barcelona come knocking.
No, what people are failing to understand is this is the same ownership who kept stuck with Arsene Wenger because he kept finishing top 4, and they were fine with that. They're fine. If they finish top 4, they're fine. They've already proven title races, whatever, not winning it. They give the guy a new contract, 3-4 years. If he's still in the top 4 and still putting Arsenal top 4 2-3 years time, if he wants it, another extension happens. It's the same with Arsene Wenger.
Can I ask? Do you guys think that pressure comes from rivals putting more pressure on him than the Arsenal fans?
Yes. I think
Do you guys believe Arsenal fans are caving to that?
Well, but you need to understand. Side nothing, thank God. You need to understand.
I love this. I love it. I love he's watching the game. He'll be in a sentence.
My country, bro.
I love it.
When it comes to pressure, this is the thing that people need to understand. What Salah is saying is right. The Emirates is selling week in, week out, selling out. They're in the Champions League. There is no reason for them to sack their manager. Now, this is how American owners work, whether you like it or not. If all 4 of us sat in a room with Kroenke, Glazer, and John W. Henry and offered them top 4 for the next 10 years without winning a single trophy, they'd shake your hand right now. They don't give a fuck.
To be fair, I wouldn't compare. I wouldn't compare Arsenal's owners to those guys, right? Because Arsenal owners, they actually care and they actually invested in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They actually want success, just like they do for their other clubs, right? But one thing they all have in common is, bro, not all of them, but bro, these other managers are idiots in it. Like FSG don't really have a clue what they're doing. Even their Red Sox are terrible now. The fall from grace is insane. I mean, it is what it is. But with the Cronkies, bro, they're, in my opinion, they're the most competent owners in all of sports. Like full stop. All of their teams are successful. And Arsenal, bro, Mo, you keep saying Arsenal.
Here's the thing. Do you think they'd be patient like the Denver Nuggets fans? There's a difference between Denver Nuggets fans who have never seen ever success in their life versus Arsenal. That's
I
the
mean, but
problem.
Arsenal haven't seen success for 20 years though. It's close to.
Yes, they haven't seen success for 20 years, but they still like you wouldn't say the Denver Nuggets were the third biggest
there's no
franchise.
history of the Denver Nuggets.
To be fair, I think in general, football fans are different to American sports fans. Does that make sense? I feel like in general,
I think
football fans are different to NBA
right.
fans.
They accept like there's different rules as well. Salary
So if
cap
Pep
and-
renews one more year, and they don't win the league this season or next season, and even if Pep leaves, like we expecting Adi, this is like the Kroenkes will just continue as long as Arsenal.
Habibi, but we need to be clear here. You asking
I am
me,
asking about the
Salah, and
Kroenkes. Yes,
Andrew
I'm asking
opinion?
what do you think the Kroenkes will do? Yes.
The Kroenkes will keep. Forget
keep
our
winning.
As
opinion.
long as he's in the top 4 playing Champions League football, keep.
No, I didn't. No,
The
no,
only-
not
the only-
I didn't
the
say that.
only way-
I said as
the
long
only
as he.
way-
That's the question.
No,
the only
because
way Arteta leaves Arsenal is if he does it himself. That's the only way. They won't sack him, and put it in. And this is, and if they had their way, they would have signed Arsene Wenger to an extension in 2018 because they're happy with top 4. They're happy with top 4. This ownership is happy with top 4. It's been like that since they moved to the Emirates. They're happy with top 4. They proved it under Wenger by keeping him like way longer, like 4 years too long.
If you ask me my opinion, if they don't win the league or the UCL this season, they need to move on. That's how much I'm saying.
Yeah, but they won't. We know they won't.
But my opinion doesn't change how American ownership operates for 90% of them.
Gunnar King, you just can't face reality, bro. You just can't face reality. Sorry, bro. You just can't face it. They would have kept Arsene Wenger if he can't. Wenger run that club. He hired his boss. Wenger hired his boss. Who does that? He hired. That's what I mean. If he'd said I'll stay, if 2018 and Wenger said I'll stay 2 more years, they would have said, yeah, okay, no problem. They would have
Same
done.
with Klopp, by the way. Klopp,
Yes.
Wenger left when they wanted to leave. Ferguson left when he wanted to leave. Why? Consistent Champions League
Yeah, but
football.
Arteta's
consistent
not in
revenue.
that caliber, bro.
Oh,
Yes.
stadium debt bullshit.
Maybe I'm
man.
talking
You
about
had the
ownership.
highest
Ownership.
in
You
Texas for
you
years.
think that the ownership of Arsenal? You think that the ownership of Arsenal treat Arteta the same as the FSG treated Jurgen Klopp? Same.
Habibi, when they first got him in, okay, Arsenal were nowhere near the top 4.
Yes.
He rebuilt the team, made them a top 4 club 2 years in a
Fantastic
row.
job.
They're getting Champions League money now. Will they sack him? No. That's
Okay,
honestly
I'll
what I
agree to
think.
disagree, King. No,
I'm
but
not sure,
listen.
bro.
I think Arteta. Listen, like I said, I think Arteta. I think a big chunk of Arsenal fans, if he doesn't win this year or next year, will demand him to go. But I don't know if the
truth,
club.
Andrew? I actually disagree with you. Talking to a lot of Arsenal
Really?
fans, I actually think Arsenal fans will absolutely keep him if he comes second with context. I want a yes or no from all Arsenal fans. Let me show you. Let me give you the situation. Arsenal fans in the chat, I need a yes or no answer, right? You finish second, 3 points behind Man City, and you reach the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Do you sack Arteta? Yes or no? And please, only Arsenal fans to answer. Sack Arteta or no? It's simple. To prove you
Martin,
wrong,
we don't want Martin's sarcastic comments either. We know.
bro. No Arsenal fan, 90% of Arsenal fans will tell you no.
Right.
90% will tell you no. Do you know why? Because of what HUSAM said.
Really?
And HUSAM actually is right. The fans that go to the stadium, and even the fans that watch on TV, and even the fans that do the content, he made them watch games now. And Rory as well said that.
Yeah.
They're going to win every game. They're going to win every game. That is Arteta's work. They are afraid of losing it, bro. They're afraid of losing that. Which is wrong. It's wrong.
I know it's wrong. And I think that
the attachment to a feeling, to a manager, because he made you relevant, is wrong. It's not right, because it will not give you the.
No, but I think Gunnar King's right. The expectations will change with the age of the team growing up. But I don't know. I think, like you said earlier, I think there's more pressure from rivals on Arteta than a big chunk of the Arsenal fan base. I really do. I think we put pressure on him and I'd say
Yeah, that's
Trump,
what
not
I'm
the
saying.
whole
If he
of
doesn't win it this season, sack him. Does Kroenke feel the same way?
Right.
No.
No, he doesn't.
But my question to you guys is though, if Arteta doesn't win the league this year and you sack him, which direction do you go? Because he's the reason Arsenal are playing this well. He's the reason they're so close. You know what I'm trying to say?
You
That's
can't
the
tell
thing,
me that there is no other manager that can play better with this team if he doesn't win.
Who?
Give
Who's
me a
available?
break. I
Who?
don't know. Xabi Alonso available if he doesn't go to Real Madrid.
He's not available though. He's not available to
What
Arsenal.
what about Inzaghi from Inter?
He's
They
not
can lure him
available to
with the
them
money.
either.
Okay, if Inzaghi wins the league this season and Arsenal lure him with the money, it's an interesting project for him. If he wins the
It's
league
a
this
project.
season,
So you think Inzaghi comes into this team right now and wins the league?
Yes, actually.
I don't think so.
I think it's a
mean,
possibility.
He needs
possibility is that you're ruling it out as it's beyond
not straight away.
Not
Not straight away. That's the thing. So there's no one you can bring that's going to give you instant results straight away with this Arsenal team. Because when Inzaghi comes, he wants to transition into make it his team, etc. Like no manager comes in straight away. The safe bet. I mean, Arsenal are going to win it eventually. If they don't win it this year, they're going to win it next year. Like I've been saying this. Arsenal are going to win the Premier League.
I don't think.
And Mo, and you know what the crazy thing is? You know what the craziest thing is? Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so one second.
They're gonna win it next season. Yeah,
I'm so excited for Footy Judge Mo's streams when Arsenal eventually win the season because half of his topics will no longer be. Half of the conversations you have won't even exist anymore.
No, it will be now. What next?
Do you know who Footy Judge Mo is? This guy will bring a conversation from the ground. He will make something. This guy will bring out a conversation. Is Mo Salah better than Samuel Eto'o? No, first off, the guy he'll you know what he'll do? He'll just move on to Liverpool or Chelsea as the next discussion of topic.
I can move. I can create a conversation about was Mo Salah right all along? Exactly. And then we're gonna have a stream about all your quotes, bro.
20 live viewers.
AMT is saying it's true regarding Mbappe. Thank you for letting us know. And Brain food.
This guy has US passport, by the way.
Brain food
Can't read
from
English.
Saudi Arabia. Big up Habib.
Hey, yo, Hussam, you know at first, yeah, when Mo started streaming and he was struggling to read
my English.
Yeah. So Hussam, when Mo first started streaming, he was struggling to read it. I thought maybe it's just the nerves, bro. It's been a year and a half and he's still struggling to read these things. I don't get it.
Brian Food, he said, when the A is before the I. La ilaha illallah.
Because what is this way?
Who gave you American
brain
passport?
food? It's called brain food.
Who gave you American passport?
You don't want to know how I got American passport. You don't want to know. You're gonna be shocked if you know how I got.
Tell me
American
after.
Please don't tell us because we want you to keep it. You know what I'm trying to say? keep the
No, it's a very.
I know.
It's a very legit
left-field story.
I can absolutely flex this on everyone, but it's fine. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, flex
then.
Flex
I'm not that guy. The people that are America know exactly what it is. Do you know what? Do you know how I got my green card and American passport?
How?
I am of a national interest of the United States, a person of an exceptional ability of a national interest of the United States. That's how I got my green card.
Wow. So you just got a geology thing and khalas now you're like, oh, national.
This is what my green card says. That's what my green card says.
You can write anything on Wikipedia these days. That's unbelievable.
It's not on a green card, not on Wikipedia, bro.
So using your logic, I could probably get then American passport. Chemical engineer.
I'm not like me, bro. You're not
Wait, hang on, weren't you on TV the other day?
Yeah, and I've been on TV. I'm definitely
Sam, Mo heard person of interest and he thought it was a good thing. Nah, man, they just want you to keep you close, bro. They just want to keep you close, bro. They just want you. We want to keep an eye on this nigga, bro.
That's a good one.
Hey, if the CIA is
not
watching
a person of
this stream,
interest.
you guys are liking.
It's called the person
Hey,
of a national
CIA
interest.
agent is watching this on FBI. Like the
You
video.
fraud. Okay, facts checker, can you stop spamming? I'm just gonna really block you. Stop.
Yeah, we
spamming.
talked about it, bro. Like 5
We
minutes
know
ago.
Thomas Tuchel is the manager of England. We know. Gunnar King, send me the link. Let me debunk this nonsense. We're gonna have a stream.
and a half, Gunnar King.
We're gonna have a stream about it. Listen, I'm actually not gonna stay longer than this. I'm done. We're done out here. Where do we go from here?
We questions Mo's nationality, and all of a sudden the stream is over. I hear it. It's cool.
Yeah,
I like the way that Mo thinks that
the FBI
being of national interest is like a good thing. You know what I mean? Like from the United States.
Hey, yo, wait, question. To get an American passport, don't they have to do like an English test? Do you have to like pass some sort of English?
Actually, no. Actually, no. You know that. You know, actually, officially, no. You actually don't have to do an
1-0 salad. 2-0 salad, actually.
He's wrong. You don't have to do an English test.
I know. I was just asking. I was just curious. You know what I'm trying to say?
Coming from someone with a British passport that was born and raised in England, talking about English. Do you speak
Big up
Arabic?
to Brian and
No,
Joel.
of course not.
خلاص.
I speak Somali because we speak
Well,
Somali.
chatting
We're
to
not,
me.
we're not national interests of nations, Mo, like you are. Do you know what I mean?
I am. That's why I speak two languages.
That's right.
And they bought Mo to America to help with whatever. Now he's just streaming on YouTube. Crazy.
Yeah, I was analyzing,
They're
bro.
taking that passport
Can you
back.
imagine
And then
this?
it's up
Can
to
Can
me.
you imagine this for real? Bro, can you imagine this for real?
Yes! 4-0.
I am literally here in America.
Yo, he's there in America to work. He got the passport. He said, "You know what? Give me a camera and a microphone. I'm gonna start being a YouTuber."
Actually, that's very true.
This channel
Mo, that's funny, man.
Anyway, listen, people. I have a stream in about 2 hours with just city content creators. We're gonna just talk about the truth, the people against Manchester City, the world against Manchester City. It will be. It's actually true. I have Hamza, Tony, Martin, Pat, Luke, Kelkster, of course, everyone from Man City.
Hey, yo, Mo's
Now
gonna
we're
get
gonna
all-time low in views, bro. Ain't no one trying to hear that shit. No one trying to see no Man City fans talk.
We'll see. We'll see.
That echo chamber is gonna be crazy. That echo chamber.
Don't worry, he's being tracked. He's being tracked on every
We
stream.
need,
Mo, so
we
he's
need
being
questions, guys. We need your support in the chat. We'll see. That's actually the first time I do a whole city. I actually did a whole city stream before, maybe. But tomorrow I got a whole Arsenal stream. I'm trying to find an Arteta out guy, but I can't find any. But fine, it's not a lot. But listen, we'll see you guys soon. This will take you there. So go turn on the notification bell, people. Don Husam's channel. What are you doing tonight?
I'm doing a
Oh.
Liverpool Chelsea.
Oh, who you have?
Ahmed
Oh,
is
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Andrew, Ahmed, and
Yeah.
Marshall. I've got myself, Rax, and Rams. So it's 3-on-3. Liverpool Chelsea preview. We're cooking, inshallah. So
Yes, guys. 10:30 UK time.
Yo,
no
listen,
stream.
people want to know when you come back on Twitter.
I don't know. I don't know,
Never.
wallahi. I don't know. There's
You
a lot
just
on my
wanna know.
plate in real life. Still.
Huh?
Let me put a ring here first, and then we'll talk.
So she's gonna put a ring on your finger. You need to propose.
Oh
That's how
no,
it
no,
works.
no, no. When I have that, obviously you're never gonna see her your whole life. So you're gonna see my ring, obviously not hers. So, yeah.
Fair.
And plus, here when you get engaged, the same
خلاص,
ring is
can
the
we,
wedding ring.
Can we end the stream? End
Yeah,
the
yeah,
stream.
I think so.
And the stream.
In the
خلاص.
stream, Dave. Guys, this will take you there. Turn on the notification bell. We'll see you guys.
You redirected to yourself. Wow.
100%.
Wow.
And then I'm redirecting to you.
طب end the stream يا أخي. The CIA watching.
And that's why it's national